Stay updated on soap comings and goings with our Soap Movers summary. From EastEnders to Hollyoaks, track departures, returns, and new faces. Recent updates include Ben Mitchell's exit from Walford and Freddie Roscoe's explosive return to Hollyoaks. Bookmark for the latest updates in the soap world. Soap Movers, in Hollyoaks, Coronation Street, Emmerdale, and EastEnders, who's joining, going, and returning. We also cover Home and Away, Casualty, and Neighbours. Go to Coronation Street, Emmerdale, Hollyoaks, Neighbours, Home and Away, and Casualty in EastEnders. Here's our Soap Movers page where we keep track of all the new cast members, surprise departures, and returning characters that we can look forward to over the next few weeks and months, as the soap opera world is as busy as ever with comings and goings. Keep coming back for the latest updates as they become available, as our list includes episodes from EastEnders, Coronation Street, Emmerdale, Hollyoaks, Neighbours, Home and Away, and Casualty. Bookmark our page. Current as of March 24, 2024. Ben Mitchell of EastEnders when, in the beginning of 2024. More details: the producers of the program have decided to write Ben Mitchell out, therefore he is leaving Walford this spring. According to leaked spoilers, Ben's past will finally catch up with him when he gets jailed for a crime he did while visiting the US last year. Since 2019, Max Bowden has portrayed the most recent iteration of Ben. However, in December, it was announced that he will be leaving the role. Digital Spy was informed by an EastEnders representative that Max will be departing the show. We hope the best for him in the future. Sharon Watts when, not sure. Further information: when Sharon returns to Walford later this year, she will undoubtedly be the focus of dramatic moments. After being involved in the Christmas Day chaos after Keanu Taylor's death, the long-running character abruptly left Albert Square, but we haven't seen the last of her, since the tale of the six remains unsolved. Whitney Dean's current status is departing. When, in the beginning of 2024. Further information: Whitney bids Walford farewell in early 2024 after Shona McGarty decides to step down from the position. Recently, viewers have observed hints that may point to Whitney's motive for quitting. While visiting Bianca Jackson in Milton Keynes, Whitney and her partner Zach Hudson encountered Brittany, a disturbed youngster. They are having difficulty deciding whether or not to foster her. Mo Harris's status, coming back. When, 2024 spring. Further details: this year, Emma will make her permanent return to Walford. In anticipation, the show's executives have hinted that her trouble lies ahead for the beloved heroine. The actress who plays Mo, Layla Morse, stated lately that she is excited to be returning to Walford in order to resurrect Mo. I have a really particular place in my heart for EastEnders, and I'm excited to see both old and new faces again, as well as my on-screen family, who are like family. Chris Clenshaw, executive producer of EastEnders, continued, "We are overjoyed to have Layla Morse return to the role of Mo Harris. The Slater family has seen a great deal of drama since Mo last appeared on TV, despite her brief absence from the square. Her homecoming will not be any different." Freddie Slater's status, going back. When, 2024 spring. Further details: this spring, Freddie and Mo will be returning to Albert Square together. Bobby Brazier has been absent because he is a competitor on Strictly Come Dancing and is part of the show's live tour. According to Chris Clenshaw, the head of EastEnders, "We're delighted to welcome Layla back permanently as she is thrust into the heart of the drama alongside great-grandson Freddie." Keller Nadine's status, going back. When, 2024 spring. Further details: this spring, Nadine will be back in Walford, visiting Jay Brown in Albert Square. She was last seen in the fall of 2023, when Jay went to her for solace after his wife Lola passed very tragically. Jay was in a dark place when he met Nadine, but things got even worse once they got involved, a show insider told Digital Spy. Jay cut ties with Nadine when he realized he needed to make changes in his life, and they haven't spoken since. We don't know why Nadine returned. Elspeth on Coronation Street details: Helen Lederer, star of Absolutely Fabulous, will appear in a special one-off episode of Corey as Elspeth, a newbie who is attracted to Ken Barlow during a singles event held at the Chariot Square Hotel. Helen stated, "It came out of the blue, but Coronation Street is the most substantial and ironic with such humor. It's really a class act, among all the soap operas." Thus, you leave everything behind when you receive the call for Coronation Street. It's even more thrilling to be offered a position beside William Roach. He was a very nice and affable man who I had first met when I was sitting next to him at an event. It was therefore a pleasure to be awarded this small role. Dylan Wilson and Violet status, going back. When, March 20th. Further details, recently, Dylan Wilson's mother Violet made a nervous return to the cobbles for a guest stint after insisting on sending the unruly schoolboy back to London. Violet will return for the remainder of her return tour, and there will be plenty more drama with Dylan, so this isn't the last we see of them. Sean's actor Anthony Cotton previously told us, "We shoot for 4 weeks, she will likely appear in a dozen episodes, and after that, who knows?" As long as everything goes smoothly and she finds it enjoyable, this plot will continue, so hopefully we'll see her again. If there's more of this stuff and it gets more serious, one would imagine that we would perhaps see Violet again. Harvey Gaskell present, departing. When, in the beginning of 2024. More information, although the specifics of his last scenes are still unknown, Harvey Gaskell's return stint will come to an end in the coming weeks. The actor who plays Harvey, Will Mellor, has revealed that he has completed filming for the ITV soap opera Once More. Paul Foreman's status is out of it. When, 2024. Further details, Paul was diagnosed with motor neuron disease early in 2023, the condition is incurable. Executives at Corey acknowledged when the poignant plot was originally revealed that it would ultimately result in the character's untimely death on the program. Paul learned in heartbreaking scenes in November 2023 that he only had 6 to 12 months to live. The actor portraying Paul, Peter Ash, stated to the press and Digital Spy, "I was called into the producer's office in late 2022. It was unexpected. It must always be a little unsettling to be called into the producer's office." Ian McLeod, the producer of Coronation Street, informed me that I would eventually have to leave the show because they planned a big narrative for me that should be really wonderful. I was obviously conflicted about it. I'll be sad to leave the show since I've met so many wonderful people and it's been such an awesome profession. However, I'm also delighted to be a part of a compelling plot that should raise awareness of MND. Additionally, Paul's condition will advance fairly quickly. Simone Barlow present, departing. When, 2024. Further information, it's anticipated that Simon Barlow will leave Weatherfield at some point this year. The ITV serial opera Simon actor, Alex Bain, was rumored to have left the show around the end of last year, however he hasn't made any public comments about it yet. Beth Sutherland present, departing. When, 2024. Further details, another character expected to depart Weatherfield this year is Beth Sutherland. In December 2023, word first got out that Lisa George, who plays Beth, would be leaving. She has only officially stated that she is still filming in response to the reports. Emmerdale. There are currently no confirmed cast changes. Freddie Roscoe of Hollyoaks is back. When, 2024 April. More information, Charlie Clapham will be returning to the character of Freddie Roscoe on Hollyoaks on a regular basis this spring. Charlie recently hinted about his comeback by saying, "It's very explosive," to Digital Spy. I'm not sure how to put it without giving too much away, but Freddie is constantly in a state where he's about to run, fight, or maybe even have sex. Those three are present in every scene. Freddie is just as magnificent and flawed as he was in the past, based on what I've read and heard. Playing that out will be awesome. Because there is a history between Freddie and the older characters, it just makes every interaction between them fantastic. The same is true with the new characters. Grace Black, making a comeback. When, 2024 spring. Further details, this spring, Grace Black, another well-known face, will be making a comeback to Hollyoaks. Fans with sharp eyes noticed a glimpse of Grace in a recent TV commercial, which features Freddie Roscoe visiting her in jail, even though there hasn't been an official announcement yet. Warren Fox's status, departing. When, 2024. Further information, Warren Fox, who has returned to our screens since 2020, is bowing out of the village one more this year. Although the specifics of his exit plot are presently unknown, show executives are expected to leave the door open for a possible comeback. Drinkwell, Scott present, departing. When, 2024 summer. Further information, Ross Adams, who plays Scott, has chosen not to extend his contract with the show, thus Scott will be saying goodbye to the town this summer. Ross recently shared his decision on Instagram, saying, "I have decided to leave Hollyoaks after almost 10 years. I've always wanted to appear in a soap opera, and I was able to fulfill that ambition when I played Scott Drinkwell. It has brought me delight and made it possible for me to do things I never would have imagined, like writing an episode last year and receiving a British Soap Award. I adore the show, the amazing cast and one of the most committed teams in the industry, all of whom are going through a difficult period right now. So, one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make was to decide not to sign another contract." He went on, "But sometimes you just have to have courage. This feels like the appropriate time for me to try some other things that I've been really excited to do. I sincerely hope you'll all accompany me on this journey." Surrounding Susan Kennedy's status, going back. When, not sure. More details, Susan Kennedy, a fan favorite, is coming back to Ramsay Street later this year after spending some time in Sydney. In real life, Jackie Woodburn, who plays Susan, was scheduled for a little vacation towards the end of last year. Status of Amira Devkar, enrolling. When, 2024. Further information, has Devkar's sister Amira will be making a special appearance on Neighbours this year, so fans will get to know him better. We're delighted to announce that Maria That Till will be joining the cast next year in the guest role of Haz's big sister, the show's executive said on Instagram in December to share the news. However, it's still unclear why she shows up at Harold's unexpectedly. Both at home and away. Status of Imogen Fowler, enrolling. When, 2024 April. More information, Imogen is Levi Fowler's covert wife, and she isn't even aware that the doctor is lying to her about Mackenzie Booth. In upcoming scenes, Imogen is introduced to Levi's sister Eden on a visit to his house. Status of Stevie Marlowe, enrolling. When, 2024 April. Further details, Cash is hired by Stevie, a well-known movie actress, to serve as her bodyguard in upcoming sequences. When Cash finds out that Stevie is being stalked, he helps her find a new path after quitting the police. Morgan Tory status, going back. When, 2024. Further information, later this year, Tori is anticipated to return to Summer Bay for her brother Justin's wedding to Leah Patterson. Late in 2023, Penny McNamee, who plays Tori, was sighted returning to the set. TBC status, accompanying. When, 2024. More details, later this year, Joshua Orpin, star of Titans, will join the cast of Home and Away as a new bad boy. Joshua teased Australia's Daily Telegraph about his character, saying, "He's a bit of a bad boy who comes into the show and causes some trouble among the Summer Bay locals. Although he appears to be one thing at first glance, I've had a lot of pleasure discovering his depth." Death toll. There are currently no confirmed cast changes. Please subscribe our channel.